Hey there everyone, Hitesh here, back again with another video, and welcome to the Classic Studio again. And we're going to continue our TypeScript series in this video. So the traveling is going to be less, so expect more videos, and we're going to continue the TypeScript series. Already we have covered a great in-depth of the TypeScript. Now only a few topics are left which are mostly used, and that is something which is likely a little bit common in the JavaScript world, as well as we have some shortcuts and some tricks with the TypeScript with some type safety as well. So we have already gone through till the classes. We have gone through with the basic overview of it. In this video, I'll show you some of the modifier keywords. Especially, we're going to be focusing 2 out of the 3, which is public and private. Yes, there is one more. We're going to discuss about that later on. And we're going to discuss some of the shortcuts that you're going to find in other people's code. One of the best way to learn programming is to look at the source code, what other people has written in the same language, and to understand how is it happening. It's not about understanding the logic behind it. It's more about understanding the syntax and the shortcuts and the file structure that they have followed. So that is a good practice. So anyways, let's get started and let's talk something about the classes and the type modifiers in the TypeScript. So let me walk you through. So this is the example in case you have followed along with the series. This is the example that we have been taking around, and we have the TypeScript in our watch mode. So that is also we have discussed quite in depth. So this is a user class. We have email and the name, and we also learned about some of the modifiers like read only, which can only be read, and you cannot actually set them up. This actually gave us a bit of an error. So if I go ahead and uncomment this, this gives us a squiggly line. It says you cannot assign that. We've already gone through with these modifiers really easy. Now, one of the strange syntax that we have studied is the constructor. In the constructor, we have these emails and name, and we have to say this dot email so that we can have already some of the emails being marked, and these values can go up there. Now, there are a couple of more things that we can actually go ahead. Now, for example, some reason you want this city to be not accessible here at all. Like right now, if I want to access, I can go ahead and remove this, and I'm totally allowed to access it. I'm not allowed to set it because it's read only, but I'm allowed to access it. For some reason, you don't want it to be accessible to anyone. So there we can go ahead and say we can have it as private. And once you have this private, it is marked as, hey, you cannot use because it's a private marked, and it's only accessible within the class. So for example, if I want to access it somewhat like here, I can go ahead and do it. So I can go ahead and say this dot city. I'm totally allowed to use that here because it's in the class, and this class could be into a separate file itself. That is totally allowed for you. Now, this also makes a conclusion that we also have another keyword lying around, which is public. So all these things which you haven't marked, including name, are automatically marked in the TypeScript world as public. There is one more modifier. We're going to talk about them in later on video. Right now, we want to focus on this only. Now, this is the basic. You should always remember everything that you don't mark is public. And if you really want to mark this, this is a private. Now, one of the strange thing that comes around with the private is, let me just go ahead and remove this private from here and mark it up here. You can mark it on anyone. That's no problem at all. But the problem is that this public and private thing is actually available in JavaScript as well. So let me go ahead and say name. It's not accessible. But you could have also done that by simply saying something like this. And this is a classic JavaScript. And say this is declared but never being read. So this is something we already have as a private. And there is a great debate in the TypeScript world that should we use this syntax or we should use private, something like that. I found that the keyword private makes much more sense because it's much more clear, much more easier to understand. I prefer this way. And in fact, all the code that I have written is personally also has this modifier keyword instead of that hash. The only difference is the hash is actually a JavaScript world and the private is a TypeScript world. There is no such thing as private in the JavaScript world. So that is one thing you should always remember and should be aware of it. Now, one more shortcut I would like to mention here because you should know about it. Now, this whole thing is really clumsy and really big. And the production grade code, you will find less of these classes being declared like that. I'll show you a shortcut way. I'll duplicate this one. And I'm going to go ahead and comment this out. So what you're going to see that most of the professional people who write this code don't go like that. Maybe let's just go ahead and remove this. They actually go ahead and use these modifiers and actually use them up here. So what you can do is you can mark them as public. You can make them public, private, whatever you like. I want to make all of them public. So I'm going to go ahead and say public. And this actually produces the same code. So that is why you'll see a lot of professional people actually write it this way. And sometimes they actually write it like this and this. So it means it's same, just a syntactic highlighting, syntactic sugar is there. So yes, a lot of people does that. And you can see that this actually produces the same code. This dot email and this dot. A lot of people who write JavaScript hate actually to write these things, this dot that, this dot that. So they love TypeScript because of the simple reason like this. And you can actually, if you have to make something read only, then this is the syntax, but maybe there's something more in the private. You can go ahead and do that as private as well. So we're going to say private, and what else is maybe user ID that is going to be of type string. So you can go ahead and do that. As soon as I save this, you'll notice that this user ID is there. But since there is nothing which we are marking it as private or something, we are totally allowed to use that. So that's the basics. And again, there is a syntax. It says constructor, you need to pass on user ID as well. If I go ahead and comment this out, this is all happy now. So you get the idea. There is one more keyword. There are a couple of more things we have to learn about this private method. So that we are going to talk about in the next video. Let's catch up there.